And I think we're live.
Hello, how are you, Rene?
Doing good. Doing good. Just came back. I was out in Texas for a few days, but I'm back in San Diego again.
Oh, that's great.
So,
How's Texas
yeah.
going?
Yeah, Texas is fun. It's a different experience, but I'm happy to be back. I love San Diego. So we're ready to get started here. And for those of you who have been following us, this is part 4 of the current series we're going through. It's a blueprint for, and I guess we could say hello for a little bit. Blueprint for building your dream online business. So we're going to go through part 4 today. We did part 3 last week and the other parts a few weeks before that. So if you missed that, once we're done here today, you could always catch a replay from the last few weeks. We are going to have these edited and into one document soon. But for now, you could catch a replay on the page. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Can you hear me fine, Marco?
Yes, sure.
Everything's fine? All right, so I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and start, and we'll get going. It's going to be a few good points today. So part 4, like I was saying earlier, we went to part 1, 2, 3 already. So this is part 4 today, and it's part 4 of our blueprint. So if someone's, again, I'm going to reiterate a little bit here. If someone's fairly new online, and maybe you haven't had a lot of experience or success online, this is the blueprint that we designed to help you have success, mainly for one reason. We saw a lot of training online that a lot of the times did not make sense for a newbie, did not make sense for someone who hasn't been doing online marketing or marketing their online business for, I don't know, 5-10 years. The problem we saw that is a lot of people will try to emulate what a leader is doing online or an influencer is doing online. And a lot of what they're doing does not apply to a newbie or someone who's fairly new. So we developed this blueprint from what we noticed that the people who did follow these steps were succeeding. So we validated this. And so even people who'd never seen the blueprint, but they actually happened to follow this blueprint, they've had success. So we went through the first 3 steps already: dream, deliver, and invite on the first 3 parts. Today we're going to go through nurture. So I'm going to give you some tips on nurture. We do have a full-on course on this, so today I'm just going to give you some tips on just the highlights of it, because I know we're all busy here. But so step 4, nurture. Once you have your dream business designed, once you have a product you're delivering or not for delivering, once you've invited a few people and you validated your product and updated it, then you're ready to nurture. Okay, systematically and continuously nurture prospects and clients. A few things to notice here: nurturing prospects so that become clients, and also nurturing clients because you want them to stick around, number one, and you want them to refer. So you're nurturing both the prospects and people who are already clients. And the other thing to notice too about this phrase is continuously. So it's not a one-time thing. It's not I'm going to create some sort of post one time and I'm done and I keep sharing the heck out of it and that's it. No, it's continuous. And the idea or the format that I'm going to recommend for you to follow today is by creating a free recurring membership. We talk about memberships a lot here in our training. And today I'm going to recommend that or tell you that memberships don't have to be paid. They could be free. So you could create a very light, you could say, quote unquote, light membership that is free and it's meant to nurture people. You could also say if you have a really, really low cost membership, it almost acts the same way. But for sake of this conversation, let's just assume it's free. And it's the ability to communicate with qualified members, people who have opted in and say, yes, I want to be a member. And even if it's free, they still have to opt in, they still have to register. You give them some instant perks. Maybe you can create some downloads when they become a member, downloads or some video reduced kind of light version of a course. You could give them a chance to win something, maybe some coupons, some discounts. But more importantly, other than the instant perks, you want to give them ongoing perks, or you want to continuously nurture them. So maybe you commit to maybe going live or recording a video every so often, or sharing some sort of resource, and that's where that's the continuous part of the nurturing. Uh, and as well as include a community. Most people do this. I know we label it as an option, but most people actually have a Facebook group attached to their free membership. So we definitely recommend it. And really your goal with this is to increase the trust factor, how people trust you, and prepare them to be clients. Someone who's been with you for a while, and they've been getting maybe the videos that you record once a week or the resources that you share, they're going to become a much better client when they do become a client, because they're familiar with the way you work, the way you think, the way you do things. So it's going to be much easier for you to work with them once, like I said, they become clients. Also, if you don't have a continuous nurture plan, if someone has some sort of interest in your product, but they're not quite ready to buy today, if you don't have a nurture plan, they're lost. They're not going to probably come back in 2 or 3 months when they finally are ready, because they forgot or someone else is helping them now instead of you. But if you continuously nurture them, they're not ready today. If they may be ready next week, they may be ready next month. It doesn't really matter. Eventually, a lot of people will become clients. So that's what you would be giving up if you don't have a way to continuously nurture people, is you lose the ones that don't buy right away. And most people do not buy right away because they don't know you and trust you quite yet. We're also going to talk about today about some ways to encourage referrals. We talked about nurturing clients. So yes, one reason to do that is to keep them as clients and also to have them refer. We're going to talk a little bit about sweepstakes and how that's been used, and also to get referrals. And it's a great way to reduce customer acquisition costs. If it costs you X amount of dollars to acquire a new lead, if you're running ads, again, at this level, you shouldn't be running ads yet, but when you are, then if that person that you acquired through ads turns around and refers you a friend, then the cost of acquiring that customer just went down from X amount of dollars to half of that, or 50% of the original cost. Now, obviously, also in addition to having that membership, part of that nurture system is actually creating public content that teases what you offer with the membership. So, and the idea of the public content is to ask people to become a member, to give you that first a small yes, and say, yes, I want to become a member and get more training from you on a regular basis, or resources for you. I want to learn more about you. That's what this public content, that's where it kicks in. So, and the idea is that you pique their interest with public content, you nurture them continuously in that free membership, and then from that point on, then they become clients. So that's the nurture in a nutshell. Yes, there's a lot more to this, but that in a nutshell, you gotta start thinking about this. So if you're really considering this, I really gotta you should think about, what are you gonna offer with that free membership? What can you commit to in terms of content with that membership? So there's a few examples of types of free members in terms of free membership. The first one could be a light membership. So if you have an existing membership already that you charge for, perhaps you can create a light version of that membership, and it's not quite the whole thing. It's maybe a couple of things that they have included, or watered down version of the resources that you provide for your paid membership. So it's a light. That's why we're calling it a light membership. So if you're an expert that normally sells digital products, courses, or programs, this light version will be a good way to expose people to what it is to work with you, what it is that you offer, and it'll make it easier for them to transition and become actual paid clients. It could be a VIP fan club or insiders club. So if you're a local business or e-commerce company, this would make sense for you. Create a list of fans that love your product, that want to learn more about your product, that perhaps want to participate in getting discounts, and perhaps send you referrals for some sort of reward. And we'll talk about this in a minute. But that would be a good model to follow, is to create kind of like VIP fan club, where there's no promise or really of content or training, but it is giving them some benefits. Like I said, perhaps tutorials on how to use your products that you're selling in e-commerce. Perhaps it's a chance to kind of vote on the next product you release. I've seen this used a few different ways. And the last is an educational program. So what if, let's just say you're an expert or professional, but you don't really create digital products. That's not your thing. You don't really create course programs, but you want people to get educated because maybe you're an attorney, you're a CPA, or another professional career, and really you provide a service. But you can create an educational program that gets people up to speed on the basics of what it is that you do. So again, the idea is that to nurture them and also to get them to prepare them to become better clients for you. So when they do hire your services, it's going to be a much easier experience for them and for you as well. And again, they're more likely to hire you if they know you know what you're talking about because of that educational program. In a way, our membership is that. Our membership is that educational program, because with 20 Social, we are a software company. We're not a digital products or a course creation company, like the examples in the first in the that we gave here. So we're more at the third category. That's why we actually provide these trainings, because we're essentially nurturing you. This is us nurturing you. And where it helps us is that if you understand how to have better success with memberships, you're going to have much better success with our software. And I'll talk about our software in a bit. But moving on. So we talked about getting more referrals and ways to incentivize people. And one way to do that is to use a sweepstakes or a contest to increase engagement and, again, to incentivize referrals. So sweepstakes really is a random winner. Our software is built in with a feature to randomly select a winner from people who've registered to become members, let's say, and give them a prize. So that we've had people have a lot of success just running a sweepstakes as a big component of the nurture program, because it becomes really not only an incentive for people to refer friends, because the more friends that they refer, the more chances they have to win, but also it becomes the stories that they tell. So they can tell those stories in that same membership, excuse me, in that group, about the winners, right? So there's a few ways to tweak kind of the basic sweepstakes of a random winner. It's a friend wins, you win. Let's say they refer a friend that wins a prize. They also win a prize. That way they're not discouraged from referring. It could be an ongoing sweepstakes. These are my favorite, where you say, hey, daily, weekly, or monthly, I'm going to choose a winner. So every time you announce a winner, the call to action could be, hey, if you haven't registered to become a winner, to become a member, go ahead and register, and you might be next week's winner, kind of thing. So that's why I like those ongoing sweepstakes. A contest is a way for members to compete against each other, and one way to simply have them compete is to see who refers the most friends, right? So that's one way. The more friends you refer every week, then the top maybe 1, 2, or 3 people who refer the most will get a prize. So that's one way to connect that. I mean, you could get creative with contests. There's a number of different ones you can make, but that's a basic one that actually makes it easier with our software, because we have affiliate or referral tracking. The other one is unlocking prices by referring friends. So our software does allow you to do that. Is if you could say, hey, if you refer 1, 2, or 3 friends, you're going to get some bonus content, or you're going to get maybe a bonus session with me if you're more of a consultant or a coach. So that's a third way to incentivize referrals, by doing it that way. Just some ideas for you today. And we do have a document that talks about sweepstakes. You can check it out there, 22s.com/notes/sweepstakes. And but again, some ideas. And we do have a crash course. We'll talk about that in a bit. That does go over the entire blueprint in more detail, and as well as a full-on course. So, but now I'm going to actually share a little bit about our software, how you can actually make these free memberships work and have that be your nurture plan. And for that, I'm going to actually play a short video that goes through that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. For the free Facebook page, business page, it's pretty easy to set up and manage. You're actually not going to easily find a better marketing system online for free. And what we like about it is you can actually create custom apps that you can add to the fan page and link them like you see on the screen, from the About section, a post, the button, and a bunch of other places as well. And what can that custom app do? It can actually protect your content and quick access in 3 ways. The first way is a free lead generation. That means that you could actually promise someone a free download, free video, webinar, or a registration or contest or sweepstakes, a free membership, a number of different things for free to collect leads, which is what we're talking about here in terms of nurturing someone. So that would be the first way. It's just you're not charging for it, but you are collecting leads. The second way is a one-time payment. So if you're selling your online course, a one-on-one coaching package, a masterclass, a VIP coaching program of some sort, it could be a one-time fee. It could be $5 or it could be $5,000. Really, there's no limit on that. The other way, which is very popular, is a recurring payment or membership subscription, which could be either, there's a number of different types of membership. It could either be a low-cost membership, $10, $20, $30, or it could be your client signing up for $1,000 a month of coaching. I mean, there's a number of different ones. Or maybe your VIP coaching program or group coaching program that maybe is $500 a month. So there's a number of different options for recurring payments. But those are the main 3 ways you can restrict access to content using 22 Social, and to help you not only nurture leads, but also generate income online. This is how our system works. Every app comes with what we call a smart link. And when you share it on Facebook and other places, it'll automatically generate a preview image and text. And now you can change that in the settings. And when somebody clicks on that, they'll see what we call the gate or the sales or opt-in page. And that's where you're going to tell them, hey, what am I promising? Either a paid product or a free product for them to opt in and either just become a lead or actually pay for something. And when they click on that, we pull their Facebook profile and they can actually confirm their email and agree to the terms and say continue. If there is a payment involved, this is where they would be sent to either PayPal or ask for the credit card information if you chose Stripe as a payment option, or PayPal for that matter. So when they continue, what's great is now after they opted in and paid, if there was a payment option, they get access to what we call the main content or members area. And that's where you deliver on your promise. That's where you give them either that course or access to the membership or a number of different things that you may have promised to them in the sales or opt-in page. And what's cool is that you end up with a list of Facebook profiles and their name and email, which could be attached to an autoresponder. So if you do want to do email marketing, you could attach it to Aweber, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. We have about 10 or 15 things that we connect with. So you could definitely do that very easily. You don't have to manually add them. They can be added automatically. But if you don't want to have one, that's fine. We do have a backend where you can check and download all the leads as well. If you are running a sweepstakes, we do have a choose winner button. So that's something people really, really enjoy. And for their sweepstakes, it makes everything easy. What's cool too is if there was a payment involved, we actually easily link to that payment profile on PayPal or Stripe to make it easy for you to manage. And that was the system. But one of the most popular features that people love about us is if you are using a Facebook group to either a free membership or a paid membership, we make it really easy to know who should or shouldn't have access to this. And that's because we have a Chrome extension we call Group Connect that you can install. And if what's cool about it is once you hit start, while you're inside a Facebook group in your computer, it'll actually color code names of people who are either requesting access or just posting content in the group, which makes it really, really easy to know who should be let in or who should be removed from the group. So that's where, I mean, there's people who use our system specifically for this feature because managing group access can be a real pain in the you know what. So that's 22 Social Connect. And ultimately, what I want to see happen for you is what happens to Will Irish, a friend of mine and one of our customers, is that you get constant notifications on your email every day of every new member that signs up or new client that signs up to pay you, and every time they renew their payment every month or every quarter or every year. And so we want you to have so many of these that you actually get bored of them and filter them out of your email, which I'm sure Will's doing that at this point because, yeah, they're exciting, but at the same time, you will have a lot of notifications on your email box. So we like for that to happen for you. But, we got to put in the work and get started. If you do want to join our free community, become what we call ourselves our dream builders, we do have monthly training. If you're watching live, then you're watching today at Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. We do cutting edge strategies and training. Again, we're not a training company, but I've been in internet marketing for about 12 years now. And so if I know I want you to win, because if you win, then we win and your customer wins, everybody's happy. But if you do sign up, here's the perks for signing up. You do get an extended trial of the software that I just went over. So you can get a full 30-day trial of our software. You do get a blueprint crash course of the blueprint steps that I went through initially. So if you want to get a quick crash course, you can get that for free. And you also get access to our community, as well as a weekly sweepstakes of prizes. So we are going to announce a winner in a bit. If you're ready to go for it, you could sign up at 22s.com/stream. It's free. And what's great is you'll be able to experience the same thing that your customers will be experiencing if you set up a free membership using our software. We also have a bundle we call a Dream Builder bundle, where we include two things. So if you're ready to really build it big and you're committing to this, you could actually sign up and get 1 year of our software, 1 year membership to our software, which allows you to install in up to 3 businesses or 3 fan pages, and also a Dream Builder blueprint course, a full-on course where we go into detail on every one of the blueprint steps. It's not just a crash course, it's a full-on course. And we bundle those together. And if you're interested in that, you can go to 22s.com/stream and register there, and we'll give you the best price that we have available today. So if you want to go check that out, that same link, 22s.com/stream, you can do that. I was muted, sorry. Today we're announcing the winner. So if you are part of our free membership, then you do have a chance to win. Margot, you want to announce?
Yeah, I can hear you. So today's winners is Linda Roden. Congratulations, Linda. You won the 22 Social Dream Builder bundle, and congrats.
Great, Linda. You win the same thing we just talked about a few seconds ago, a whole year of 22 Social and the Dream Builder Blueprint course. So I'm not sure what your expertise is in, Linda, but I can't wait to see what you create with this. And as soon as you're ready to go, just message our Facebook page or go to m.me/22social, like you see on the bottom of that screen. And we'll go ahead and activate your account for you. So congrats. And for the rest of you, if you want a chance to win, all you got to do is become a free member and become a Dream Builder at 22s.com/stream and get all the perks, as well as get a chance to win. With that, we're ending today, and we're going to follow up with you guys next week for the next part of the blueprint. But before we do that, I just want to go ahead and say bye, I guess.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.